Hello! Hey y'all, Lauren Phelps here. I am getting on live a little later than normal because when I did it yesterday, a lot more people showed up. So if you are here, write your name in the comments, say hello. And I am just going to share with you some things that I learned at Business Mastery. I was out in Las Vegas last week for Tony Robbins' event called Business Mastery, and I was on crew volunteering, but I still got to hear a lot of the content, and I got to take some notes on my phone. So I just opened the little notes app and took notes because it was too much trouble to keep up with a binder or a notebook in that environment. So I told you that I went over these notes on the airplane and I wrote on them different colors. And so you remember back in English when you would have to draw on your sentences, circle things and draw lines. It's totally what this looks like. So hi Emily. So one of the things that I wrote down, I went through and I was like, oh, this is good, I need to remember this, is it says, I'm not ready. That's a thought we all have. And you can choose to listen to it and let it stop you, or you can choose to ignore it. What? That sounds so simple. So how often have you thought, I'm not ready, I'm not ready to do a certification, I'm not ready to change jobs, I'm not ready to go on a diet, I'm not ready to start a fitness plan, I'm not ready to do an obstacle race, I'm not ready to be a leader on a team, I'm not ready. We've all had this thought. So I wrote down next to it, in this environment where we're volunteering, there's still kind of leaders, there's people that are managing small teams. And so in the past, I was I haven't done this enough. I feel like I'm a leader, but I'm not a leader in this space because I've never done this before. And so this event being my third time, I was if somebody asks for a leader, I'm gonna raise my hand, even though I feel like I'm not ready. And so of course that happened, and I raised my hand and I didn't die, everything went fine, it was okay. So what do you do? If you hear this voice, you hear this, I'm not ready, and you're I'm not ready, I'll do nothing. And you go sit down. Or you say, I'm not ready, and you do it anyway. And you learn something along the way. Hey, Jimmy, thank you so much. I loved meeting Jimmy in person over this event. It was so fun. So if you say that you're not ready and you just take the step anyway, what happens? When you take the step forward into something you're scared of, it's probably not as bad as you think. The mind has a way to convince you of the most horrible things when it's really not that bad. You've ever done something and you're oh, that was not nearly as bad as I thought it to be. That's a different topic that I've written down to talk about, actually. But it's not that bad. 2, you learned something. So you did something and it didn't go well. So what? Now you learn. Now you can do it again a different way. You didn't die. It's totally fine. And then at the end of it, you come out with something great. You come out with more confidence. You come out with a feeling of achievement, giving yourself a pat on the back for doing something. I mean, we find our happiness in our progress. I know it's easy to say well, I'll be happy when I achieve X, Y, or Z, but that's not really what's true. That's a moment that you celebrate and it's great. But what's true is who you're becoming along the way. We are happy about the progress that we're making, regardless of what the outcome ends up being, usually. So I'm trying to read your comments. That's what I had to say, so I'll take your comments or questions. Things that you fear or avoid are things you should take on next. I totally agree with that. Tony Robbins says, if you can't, then you must. And I'm what does that mean, Tony? And he means if you're at a point where your brain is saying I can't do that, then you need to just stomp it out and do it right now. Don't let it become something that limits you and scares you and holds you back, because there's no reason for that. We can break through anything we decide to break through if we have enough motivation, enough reason why. Hello from the Philippines. That's so cool. It must be morning there or something. That's crazy. Well, I loved having you guys on live today, and I would love to know your feedback of what you are saying you're not ready for and what you are going to do now, because you are not seeing any excuses anymore, right? So you can watch this video and you can, or read a blog post that I put this video in, and you can say like, oh, that's nice, Lauren, okay. Or you can take a note, say, I've been saying that I should really do this, but I'm not ready for 3 years now, so today's the day. And like make a phone call, sign up for something, send a text to your friend and say, if I haven't done this by tomorrow, please call me, and make it happen. Like, don't leave the site of being inspired without doing something to get you to follow through. Okay? So that is I feel really jazzed up now. That's my notes from Business Mastery for today, and I hope that was helpful to you. And if you want to suggest any topics for these little lives that I do, I would love to know. I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to know what you're working on, and if I can help you in any way, I thoroughly enjoy being a connector to help people get to what they want. So if I can help you in any way, introduce you to someone, give you a blog post, whatever, I'd love to. So talk to you later. Bye.